Hi there, Phil Simborg, reporting from beautiful, beautiful sunny Jamaica. I'm in Jamaica for a week um, and playing a lot of backgammon and visiting with a lot of backgammon friends and students down in Jamaica. And what a great, fun bunch of people they are. They love to play backgammon. They love the game. They're passionate about it, and there's no there's no easy rolling of the dice. In fact, uh, using my baffle box was a necessity. They have such passion. The dice are almost always thrown off the table without it, and they fell in love with the baffle box, and they're all using them now. We're having a lot of fun. Here's a very interesting position that this is why I love backgammon. This is why I like match play so much and find match play to be so complex. In fact, I love the comment that some people make when you who don't really understand backgammon and you're sitting there over the board trying to make a play, and they say, "What's taking you so long? This isn't chess." And my answer is, no, it's not chess. This is harder than chess. Uh, Here's a play, 11 away, 11 away. Of course, blue has the cube here, and red to play 2-1. What would you play? Well, the right play is to hit. Why do you hit? You don't want him to anchor. You can win a lot of gammons here if you hit and he doesn't anchor. Uh, what if he hits you back? It is risky. You could lose some. You could get stuck and crash your board and lose some of the time if you don't hit. What do you think is the best play if you don't hit? Okay, you could obviously make a couple of plays. You could bring 8-6 and 3-2, 8-5. You could crack the 7 point. Actually, cracking the 7 point's the best play, because if he doesn't anchor, now you've got a lot more numbers that can point on him next time, or hit and cover next time, which is really what you should have been doing to begin with. But also, nothing leaves a shot here except double six, and that's a slim risk. But by the way, it is a risk you don't want to really take if you can help it. Double fives you might think would leave a shot, except that you would switch points, or but move all three to here. You're leaving an indirect shot. You're leaving him a 6-2. So really the best play, and this may surprise some people, is to hit and play 7-6. Of course, you are taking the risks of him rolling a 1 and you dancing, and then he rolls a 1-6. That's pretty slim, and you just get a lot more covers this way. First of all, let me show you the rollout. This is what I call a normal match score. You can hear the dogs in the background. I'm sorry, it's all over Jamaica. There's lots and lots of dogs running around. But here is the rollout at normal match score of the play, and obviously the reason you're hitting is you win 73.8% gammons as opposed to 59% gammons. And if you complete the blitz and you close them out, your gammons are considerably more. Let's take a look at what happens if you do end up closing him out with two checkers on the bar in this position. Gammons are going to be pretty hefty, almost 90%. So you hit because you do win more gammons. Now, you do run the risk again of losing more games. Let's go back to the original position. Take a look at this, and let's ask another question. And this is again why I find backgammon so very interesting. This was sent to me by one of my students where it actually came up at DMP, double match point, where gammons don't matter and all you want to do is just win the game. What play would you make now? Would you still hit? Gammons don't matter a bit now. So maybe that takes away the advantage of hitting. You don't want to risk losing the game. How often would you lose if you hit and he hits back? What is the safest play at double match point? Again, we already know that if you clear this point, you only leave a shot with double sixes. That's pretty safe. What if you clear the 8 point? And what happens now when you roll a 6-1, 6-3, 6-4? 5-4 can be pretty ugly if you don't hit. Double 6 gets okay, but double 5 gets a little dicey, a little funky. Double 4, ugh. Well, very interesting, and this is again why I love backgammon so much. The right play would not occur to very many people. Clear the 6 point. Nothing leaves a shot. If he comes in on the 6, nothing leaves a shot except for the rolls that you might pick and pass or make the 1 point, or possibly a 2-1 and make the 6 point and give him a 1-6. Pretty safe. And if he doesn't anchor, you still have plenty of pointing numbers. Let's look at the actual numbers. I've rolled this one out also. By the way, you might notice I've got 3 versions of Extreme Gammon open at once. You can open as many as you like, and I copied the position over each time by hitting Control C to put it on my clipboard and then Control V to paste it into the next one. But here's the play at double match point. You can see hitting is a blunder. You win the game 87.5% of the time by clearing the 6 point and only 83% by hitting. Clearing the 7 point, you only win at 85%. And again, at double match point, gammons don't matter. And all you care about is how often you win the game. And what's the safest play? Most of us, and I have to admit, I did look at this because it was sent to me as a problem. My antenna was up, what they call the quiz factor, and I found the play. And I still wasn't 100% sure I was right. It's tough. But this is fascinating. These kinds of plays, and when you change the score, and there's scores that are not quite like DMP, where gammons aren't real high. There's scores that are like gammon go and gammon save, where gammons have a lot of value to one side and no value to the other. And then there's scores that are sort of in between, like when someone's winning by a lot, but it's not quite gammon save, and for the other player it's not quite gammon go. Well, Joe Sylvester taught me to play those as if they are gammon save and gammon go, even though the computer might not totally agree. It's often a good strategy against human beings who are likely to play a little too wild when they're on gammon, when they're behind, and a little too safely when they're ahead. So you can take advantage of these people by exaggerating your plays a little bit. So that's an advanced strategy that I also like at those scores. But who comes up with these ideas over the board? This is not something you can do quickly without a lot of analysis. This is one of the reasons why lots of people who know both chess and backgammon can tell you that backgammon can be every bit as complex as chess at different scores. The math can get quite complex here in figuring out what's likely to happen on the next row, what percentage of the time you're going to win or lose with the various plays, and what percentage of the time you win or lose gammons when gammons are involved. Hope you found this position interesting, and I hope you're getting as much excitement about the intellectual challenges of backgammon as I am. The more I learn, the more I realize I need to learn, and the less I really understand when you go deeper and deeper into the game. It's just fascinating. That's why I love this game. That's why this is my game. And I could be playing poker, I could be playing chess, I could be playing gin rummy, bridge. These are other games that I also enjoy on a casual basis, but nothing is as exciting and intellectually challenging and fun as backgammon. Hope you agree with me. Hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.